These first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. On the return, Isabella. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Love. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing. Love. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The give is to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give to Jones. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Tanner Muse coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
First and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Dillon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Jones. He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, they'll even try to convert. Third and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Give is Nwangu, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Back to Nwangu again on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
That's complete. Okue Bunam. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert O, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake. Here's Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Here's Harris to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On play action. Love to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 19-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout? That's
a great question because, you know, the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 8 coming up. Out of his end zone, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. It's Love now back near his goal line. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Wiggles free, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
85 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back in his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
Back to throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Nwangu.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Vikings, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
YBN want a thing up.